Sigrid, thank you so much for sitting down and chatting to us on the world's most uncomfortable couch. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here, finally.
I'm trying to find a good position.
Yeah, I can't. So I'm just going to go with the one leg up, one leg down situation.
Looks nice.
So we're here. We've caught you right in the middle of your Sucker Punch tour. So exciting. You've been to Ireland 10 times to perform in the last 2 years.
That's just that many times?
That's to perform. So we don't know how many times you've been here just leisurely. But I suppose I wanted to ask first off, when you travel so much, do you ever get an affinity to a certain country, or is it just hotel, rehearsal, stage, bed?
Oh, I really want to say that it's like crazy whenever we go on tour and stuff, but it's usually the latter. Like it is a lot of just sleep, eat, work, go to bed.
Yeah,
that's usually what we do. But no, we try to see countries and try to see like the cities that we go to. We go to a lot of cafes and just sit down and talk and drink coffee forever.
Nice.
Usually what we do.
Which cafes specifically in Dublin? We're very excited to go to these cafes.
I went to one yesterday. The Hubbard Brothers.
Oh, Brother Hubbard.
Brother Hubbard.
It's so good.
Hubbards.
I mean,
yeah.
honestly, I kind of get that name confused as well. The eggs there are amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, did you get the eggs?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I did. It was
so
lovely.
good, yeah.
Nice cafe. Yeah, that's usually what we do. We just go out and eat and talk and try to see the sights.
I could digress and
bridges.
talk about eggs for the entire time, but I suppose we should talk a little bit about the music. So growing up in Norway, going back a little bit, was it always music for you? Was that going to be the career, or did you have any other aspirations when you were young?
Not at all. I love
Really?
music, but it was more of like a hobby. I did music, I did dancing, I did hip-hop classic, ballet, I did modern and jazz and hip-hop.
Oh.
So I danced, but nothing like, it was never like serious with any of it. And then I did theater as well, so I was like that proper culture kid, I guess, of just like doing everything I could within those three things.
Yeah.
But no, I loved school and I wanted to keep my options open. When I was in high school, I remember I wanted to be a teacher.
Okay.
I wanted to study law, and I never did any of them. I ended up with music. I'm very happy with it. No, I guess I found out sometime in high school that I really liked writing, and I could hear that the songs I wrote, it was unpolished. It wasn't like there yet, but I heard that it had some potential, and that I thought, maybe I should try this a bit more. And then labels started to get interested and management started to get interested, and I waited with a lot of it and just spent the time in the studio and played a couple of gigs, but very low key. And then when I moved from Ålesund to Bergen, where I lived in for 3 years, that's when I started to get serious, and I met my manager, who I'm still with.
Yeah. You said as well before that some of your influences when you were younger were people like Joni Mitchell, unbelievable, and the likes of Adele as well. What was it in particular about their music that you connected with?
I think when it came to Adele, it was the first time I discovered a pop artist by myself.
Yeah.
Because, I have 2 older siblings. I have an older sister and an older brother, and that's just how it works. You listen to what they're listening to.
Yeah.
So they showed me all the music. So my music, what do you call it? Like the music I listened to was only through them. But Adele was the first artist I discovered on my own. It was the first time I heard that, an incredible original vocal. It didn't sound like anything I'd listened to before. And the songs were so good and so catchy, and I couldn't get them out of my head. And it was very classic. It was great songwriting, and then that voice was so unique. And that was the thing I fell in love with her. That it was so, I know this is cheesy, but it's very unapologetic music.
Yeah.
It's just like right in your face, and it just holds you there until the song is finished. That's how I feel about Rolling in the Deep.
Yeah,
it's just a song that just like refuses to let you go, just holds you. And then of course, Joni Mitchell. She was a big part of my childhood musically, but I never really got it until high school. Yeah. My mom is a big fan, but I didn't really understand the songs until I was like 16, 17.
And then you're listening to them again. And
you're like, oh,
bawling.
This is really, exactly.
That's exactly, it's like she's in your head.
She's great.
Yeah.
Neil Young was very important in childhood.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different people.
I suppose fast forwarding a little bit then, I was at Glastonbury this year, so I saw your set. It was unbelievable. But I know that you performed 2 years previously as well in 2017. And then this year you were on the other stage. So did you look back at your performance in 2017 and then almost think about how you had evolved as an artist for 2019? Or at this point were you just like Glastonbury, walk in the park?
No. I think I look at every show as like I treat all the shows equally. And sometimes it helps if you're nervous, just saying it is just another show.
Yeah.
We've done this 100 times and I know what I'm doing. I know that I'm supposed to be up there and I know that my band is great. I know that we got it covered. It's going to be, the most important thing when we go on stage is just try to relax and have fun.
Yeah.
Because everything else is sorted out. And I think that's how I felt about Glastonbury. For me, it was just most important that I could enjoy myself.
Yeah.
And I did look back at some of the old footage from the first time we did Glastonbury, and I'm so cute and small, and I'm like, you can see that I'm really, really nervous.
I think you said to the audience at one point that like, it's something mad, as in like the amount of people at Glastonbury is like 6 times larger than the town that you grew up in. Like that's monumental though.
It is mad. I remember after that first show, we went up behind the park stage where we played, and we had a beer up at the top.
Yeah,
so you can watch over the whole.
I love how you're like up at the top. You know there. No, they don't let me up there, so I wouldn't know up there.
I didn't know. It was that how it worked.
Unbelievable though, yeah.
I thought it was open for everyone. Isn't it open for the public?
Oh shit, maybe it is.
It is. Next year, you should go.
Yeah, if I can get to Glastonbury.
It's really fun.
If I can get there, yeah.
Yeah. But this year was incredible. It's important for me to say that I had the very best time, and I think at some point in the set this summer, I just lost control in a way of myself. I don't know what happened, but I kind of blacked out, just because I was so full of adrenaline and energy. I couldn't. I don't know what happened, but it was.
Well, you
insane.
were definitely singing anyway, because it was an.
Oh yeah, it was great.
It was an unbelievable set.
I just feel like I was so. I don't know. It was a kind of out of your body type of thing going on. It was mad.
Another thing as well with your lyrics, you've said that you're kind of a storyteller, and that's something that you've, kind of expressed. And I think sometimes it's with your lyrics, it's amazing, because I remember the first time I heard Dynamite, I was like, oh, this woman is inside my head. And then you can interpret it whatever way that person is when they're listening to it. Do you ever fear about, when you're writing, about sharing too much, or is that something that kind of comes in? Because female artists are sometimes given a lot of stick for oversharing and like, don't get into a relationship with her because she'll write a song about you and that kind of stuff. Does that ever come into your mind?
True. Maybe guys don't get that as much.
I don't think they do. No. Well, they don't. We can say that. Yeah, they don't.
I don't know. Because there's no statistics, but not really the whole relation thing. That's not what I'm thinking the most about. But it is true that it has changed a little bit the way I write. It has not changed the way I write just purely musically and how I work with the fact that I go to the piano, I work with some really talented people that I love working with, and we just have a good time in the studio, and we have that common goal of where we want to go. But what has changed is that, yes, I have to think about something that I didn't need to think about in the first year. When I wrote the first songs, like the year before things started to take off, I didn't think about like if I shared too much or not. But now, of course, it's something that is very important to me, that I have a private life and that people don't need to know every single detail about me. It's just sometimes it's nice to have things for yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I suppose as well, when something like Don't Kill My Vibe got so much traction because of the fact that you said that it was about this recording session and it was about this kind of uncomfortable situation that you felt you were in. I suppose it opened it up to that. And in the new album as well, like when you look at something like Business Dinners, it's kind of about that expectation that's put on you a little bit.
Yeah, but I think I'm glad you took out Business Dinners, because I think Business Dinners is as much about the pressure you put on yourself as much as the pressures from other places. And I've got to say, I have a fucking incredible team. They are amazing, and I feel like we are in the same like wavelength of where we are when we do know what our goal is, which is great. Business Dinners is inspired by like that first months of going into the music industry, and you don't really know how it works until you're in it. And that was quite overwhelming in the beginning, of just meeting so many different people and trying to figure out what was going on. But you learn a lot from it. But it's about the pressure you put on yourself. I'm extremely ambitious. So
do you enjoy business dinners, or like just straight off? I don't even know what a business dinner is, Sigrid. I don't get invited to that.
Business dinners? Yeah, they can be fun, but when you do a lot of them, it can be a lot. Yeah. But so, it's kind of a funny, like it's a, what do you call it? Tongue in cheek?
Yeah.
Is that the word?
Tongue in cheek.
It's a bit like it's a bit frisky. It's a bit sassy, I guess. But it's mostly.
I suppose
fun.
the whole thing as well is that line about just being me, and that's kind of the take home from it. When Don't Kill
I think I am.
You are, absolutely. Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm saying this, having met you 8 minutes ago, but
no.
I can say that. But I mean, it is. I suppose it's about trying to stay true to yourself.
Yes, and I don't. In one way, it's such a simple thing, and it comes, like it's you're just yourself, and if you trust yourself, and I love myself for everything I am, and both positive and negative, and I think that's important because you have to have a relationship to yourself because you're stuck with yourself for the rest of your life, and that's just the way it is. But I think there is something to be said that I am gonna evolve, and in terms of like image and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm 23. I started this when I was 19. When I'm 30, hopefully in this still and releasing albums and touring and having a great time. I'm going to be older and probably a little bit wiser and not different, but I just think it's important that there must be room, and I try to give myself room to be open and change your mind and evolve, and that's just how it's going to be.
Like how fast your career is moving. So in terms of like when you think about Glastonbury, playing it twice, when you think about some of the accolades, touring Europe, Sucker Punch, this massive new album, getting incredible reviews as well. Do you set yourselves goals, like as in you said there you're 23, do you set yourself goals about what it is that you want to achieve in the future, and do you have a big one?
Definitely. I just don't dare to talk about them publicly. No. Sorry. I know.
You gotta keep some things to yourself. I get that.
Yeah, that's a part of it.
But you are goal orientated in terms of like.
Very.
Yeah.
Yes. I am very ambitious, and I love working, and I feel like I have a lot of energy. I'm still very excited about what I do.
Yeah.
And who I'm doing it with. So, there's lots of more things I want to do. I just don't want to talk about it until I hopefully get it done.
Yeah.
What I can say is that my all-time big goal that I've said the whole time is just to like what I'm doing, because I think it's a huge privilege. I don't take for granted that I have a job that I really love and that I care so deeply about. So I just hope that I'll continue to do it.
Nice. We're gonna play a really quick game with you just to wrap up, but first off I want to ask you something that's probably gonna flop, and I don't know if you're gonna know who this is, but I have heard that this Irish performer is massive in Norway, and in 2016 he was in like the charts for 6 weeks. Do you know who Johnny Logan is?
No. Johnny Logan.
Johnny Logan, yeah. He's massive, right? Okay, so we have a I'm not gonna sing a song for you, but he sings this song called "Hold Me Now." Is that right?
Yeah. Wait. Can someone singing, or can I hear it?
Hold me now. Do, 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 do. It was in a McDonald's ad as well.
What?
Yeah, it was the Eurovision in 1987, and then his album was in the Norwegian
so he's
chart.
not an upcoming artist?
No, God no.
So when was he big in Norway?
Oh, like 2016, his album was in the charts for like 6 weeks, number one in Norway.
Now I feel like I've lived under a rock.
No, I wish I had a video for us to show you, and I'm absolutely going to cut out me singing Johnny Logan to you there. But maybe Google him if you have a chance.
I will. Now I feel sorry.
No, don't. My Norwegian buddy told me about Johnny Logan, but look, I'll show you a video about it. So we're going to play this game. It's called Vibe or No Vibe. Okay? Ready to go?
Sweet. Yeah.
We're just going to change this for 1 second.
What is Irish breakfast tea?
Cup of tea in the morning.
Just a cup of tea?
Yeah.
No vibe.
You don't like tea?
I love tea, but I want coffee in the morning. I'm a much bigger coffee person. I'm struggling with not drinking too much coffee. I have to maintain myself. Sad. If I could, I would drink coffee all the time. Crisp sandwiches. Is this like an Irish thing too?
I think it's a world thing. You just put the crisps in the sandwiches and you just go for it.
Crisp in the sandwich, that's not a vibe at all. 100% not a vibe. What? That's really strange. No, I wouldn't do that. We discussed this today. Guinness. Oh, not a vibe. I know. Okay, I love beer, but I miss the fizziness, and it's a bit. I don't know. It's a bit too thick in a way. But maybe I just like need to grow older, and then I'll love it in like 3 years. Who knows? Maybe I need to be convinced. Portaloos?
Yeah, porta potties, like those portable toilets that you use at festivals.
Oh God! Portaloos. It is what it is. Not a vibe, but if you're at a festival, that's how it is. No, Christmas in November. I think it's too early. It's not a vibe. No, December 1st, I just go full on Mariah Carey for the next month. Dublin is the best vibe. I love Dublin. It's great to be here. There's so many cozy streets here. I love the bridge and the water and the people and all the pubs and bars. Super cozy.